We're here in Auburn, Alabama, and it's Florida State on top by a touchdown. We have not seen the leading tackler since back in the first half of the Auburn Tigers, Cunningham, and we'll get an update on that for you shortly. Weldon zips it out to Lee, and what a great open field tackle by Ramsey. Let's go to Kevin Kiley for this update.
Ron, the Auburn defense certainly could use their leading tackler, number 47, Carrigan Cunningham. He's behind this fella in the plaid shirt. They've worked feverishly on him most of the game. Has cramps in the hamstrings. He has not been able to go back in the game, and I know it's hurting the Tiger defense. Back to you.
Thanks, Kev. You might remember back in the first half as he was chasing Casey Weldon to the far side of the field. That's when he limped off, and now they're walking him to the Auburn locker room. Weldon on third down, going to go long and incomplete, and that, I think, is going to be offensive pass interference as Lee turned around and pushed.
I think he pushed off. There's no doubt about it. He had good coverage. Weldon's doing a nice job getting out of the pocket, though, and finding somebody deep.
It is defensive pass interference. My apologies to Amp Lee.
Well, Amp Lee was sure of it, but I think everybody else thought it was offensive interference. There's the hit as he lets it go. It gets driven into the ground. But look at this. Who's pushing who right here? It's either a no call or it looked like at least offensive pass interference. There he goes. He pushes off big time. Should have actually caught the ball, Ron.
With a first down, and that was a big third down play. They get it by penalty. Kevin Mancini, and I think he was victimized by the crowd.
Good ball. Ball start. Offense, 5 yards, first and 15.
Mancini's having a few problems. Staying on side is just one of them. He's got a bad ankle that he's been fighting with all night, and he's staying in there. Cunningham, he goes in one time, and he comes out the next time. I don't know if he's trying to loosen it up or what.
I think that's what they're trying to do. Weldon almost intercepted. Corey Barlow is spanking himself right now, and there was a lot of empty turf up that far side.
He threw the ball way late. They had a little seam pass. Everybody goes straight up the ball. Weldon delivers it late, so he has to throw it to the hole, and what he does, he throws it way behind him. Actually, if the ball wasn't tipped, Corey Barlow had the play. That's what he was so upset about. It was coming right to him, and he tipped the ball. His receiver saved an interception.
Since that was the open side of the field, it might have been 6. Play of the drive, they go to the run to Lee and tripped up by Barlow. Boy, for a moment it broke open, and then Barlow came from nowhere to catch him by the ankles, and now it's going to be third down for the Seminoles, and the line to make is the 21.
Corey Barlow right here. He beats Dawson inside. Nice job by Dawson not to get the clip, but he beat the receiver inside and made the play.
Third down Seminoles. They need in the vicinity of 13 yards, and this group right here will probably let you know.
Down, Dossie's going to run the route. He's got man-to-man coverage. He's going to the post. But when he sees Weldon scramble, look at him go to the sideline just as he's taught. Puts it right there. And he could have had that pass. Dennis Wallace, I think, just got his hand on it. Throws it on the run. Let's see if Wallace gets his hand in there. Yes, he does. Great job by Dennis Wallace to save a very, very big play.
Andrews to attempt a 51-yard field goal. His longest is 43 this year. Coordinator for the Auburn Tigers. We talked with him about the difference in last year's ball game as far as Florida State jumped on top big in the first half, 19-3. And defensively, the Tigers came on strong in the second half and also put points on the board. They had a chance last year for touchdown and two-point conversion to tie it as the clock went out.
Well, what his theory on defense is, yes, he's got an All-American in David Rocker. He's lost Rodgers, he's other fine tackle, but he's still playing John Wilson, Fernando Hall, Richard Shea, the backup nose tackle. He wants to win. He believes the fourth quarter's his.
White gives it complete to Greg Taylor at the 48 of Florida State.
Well, this Stan White's got nerves of a cat burglar. I'll tell you, he's been having trouble throwing the ball all night, so what does he do? Sticks it in between two zones right here. This is just a tough throw. Remember, he's had a couple intercepted. Look at it, right on the line, and he got the toe down. Beautiful job.
Freshman from Selma, Alabama, who just come into the ball game. He took the pass and has a gain of close to 5.
Well, I tell you, Stan White is beginning to get a personality like Joe Montana had in college. He can just bring teams from behind. You know, he says he loves the way Joe Montana plays football. That's his idol. Of course, it's everybody's idol, even us guys that play in the NFL. But, I mean, he just is coming from behind and just throwing the ball so much better in the fourth quarter than he was earlier.
Down at the Florida State 36-yard line. Storyline of this one so far with their ball game at 17-10 Florida State. Weldon 15 of 24, 203 yards, 1 touchdown. White 9 of 21, 56 yards, 2 interceptions. Florida State 17 second quarter points. At time McMillan takes the quick handoff as Auburn tried to cross him up with the quick trap. Marvin Jones stepped up into the hole to make the tackle.
Boy, I don't know. Step up in the hole. Do you think we could recall that? I mean, he just filled up. You know what? Coach Erickson, Dennis Erickson from Miami, said this guy gets there in a hurry, and he gets there in a bad mood when he gets there. I know what he means. I mean, he just lays a hit on everybody. Great way to describe how Marvin Jones plays football.
Bobby Bowden seeking his 200th career win. Joseph tripped out of the line of scrimmage, loses the ball. Florida State football.
From the other side of the field, Joseph gets his hand on the ball, gets it to him deep, but he gets tripped early, loses his balance, and out comes the football. It bounces around a little. Oh, nice catch. Nice way to get it. Grab it right from those guys. The bottom of the pile, Simpson ends up with it. Got tripped up in the backfield.
Charles Simpson made the recovery. Marvin Jones made the hit. Turnovers, Auburn now 3. Florida State 2 in the ball game. But how untimely was this one, and a huge drive, I think, for Florida State to wrestle some momentum back. Lee open and caught for the ankles by John Wiley.
Boy, there's some feet right there. Right in the hole. He jumps by a linebacker, gets up to there, and then re-accelerates. Nice run by Ampli. Look at him. Congratulating all those guys. Nice job, guys. I saw the hole. He takes it deep, cuts back. Sprint draw, cut back. Watch him. Whoa, oh. He's by that guy. Puts a move on him, and he's into the secondary. Put a move on Larry Young, and all of a sudden he's into the secondary.
16 carries, 70 yards. This time will be dropped after a gain of a couple by Anthony Judge. Anthony, a junior from Fort Lauderdale.
Anthony Judge is in there because of Cunningham's injury. They've been playing Willis and Judge. Then rotating them.
Now the boos come up again as the Florida State chant begins.
Wonder if they've got tennis elbow problems in Tallahassee. And all those years of extending that arm.
Spear elbow. Weldon gets it out to Dawsey at the 46. Boy, is he gang tackled, but he pushes it forward to within about 1 yard of the first down.
I think they marked it forward progress back a little farther, Ron, and then they threw forward. But it's at least 2 yards. Like the call. Second down, a nice safe pass. Give it to him short. Get it to your best guy. Somebody can run with the ball afterwards. There you see the Auburn guys going, oh man, not again. Fourth quarter. We want to be national champs. Can we lose to these guys 4 years in a row?
Now the last big game here at Jordan-Hare Stadium, Auburn had to come from behind. Right now they got a lot of work to do. Down by 7, Florida State moving the football. Dawsey over the middle and short of the first down at the 49. Corey Barlow, and that is his 14th tackle of the night.
Again, they're going to their money men. Lawrence Dawsey here, he's going to go in motion, and he's going to come back under it. Get it to him quick, but they're in man coverage, and Barlow comes up. Everybody comes up. Push it back. Don't let him run for that first down. Good defense.
Corey Barlow will be around again next year. He's only a junior, 5'10", 186 from Atlanta, Georgia. And he will sleep extremely well tonight. He has battered and also been battered.
Well, he's had to chase this Dawsey around all day. I mean, that's a nice work for anybody.
John Wimberly waits for the snap, and delay of game called against Florida State.
Now that it's more than 4th and 4, or 4th and 1 with the penalty, I wouldn't be surprised to see Auburn go for the block right here. Wonder if Bobby Bowden has enough guts to go for a fake right here. I've seen him do it in weirder places.
Auburn Tigers do make personnel changes, but they got the return on. Herbert Casey, no fair catch as a flag comes down, or did he make one as the flag comes down? Sterling Palmer on the special teams is down to make the hit. And now let's see what the flag is about, because it was thrown immediately, and normally that is from a signal of the fair catch and then advancing it. But this is going to be clipping against the Tigers.
John Wiley gets him from behind. He pushes him and he clips him. 2 penalties on one play.
8:17 left in the ball game. Florida State 17 and Auburn 10.
Billy has a girlfriend. Billy has a girlfriend.
Napa, because there are no unimportant parts. Sony unleashes V. A brilliant new videotape that captures more color and draws more music out of everything it touches. Whatever you videotape, put more of it on your screen. New Sony V, music and color to the highest power.
Last week, my girlfriend broke up with me. Then she traded in her Toyota Corolla for this Eagle Summit.
Well, did she give you a reason?
Said she needed her space.
So you got a $400 rebate.
Yep, I got it when I bought my new Eagle Summit.
Great. What do you plan to do with it?
Just drive it when I want to go somewhere.
ESPN's College Football Saturday, Florida State versus Auburn, is brought to you by Jeep and Eagle, a division of Chrysler Corporation. And by Budweiser, the king of beers. Remember, know when to say when. Well, I guess the best description of this day is what we've been calling it all day long, and that is Elimination Saturday. And teams in contention for the national title have fallen today. Miami was upset by Notre Dame, and I say upset. I think they were favored in the ballgame. Tennessee was upset at home. Michigan was beaten again today. Flea flicker. White. Intercepted by Florida State. John Davis. Two flags are down at the 41-yard line, but they came down after the interception was made by Davis, his second of the year.
Interception was made by number 18.
There you see Stan coming off the flea flicker play. Didn't fool anybody. That's the fourth turnover of the game and his third interception tonight. It looks like they're going to tack on some yards on the back.
They're going to tack on a big one. And Gary, the tough thing about this, and I'm sure you've been in the same situation, but that's one of those that you want so badly for it to work. But when you see three opposing jerseys down there, you can't throw that pass.
Dead ball, personal foul, defense, first down.
The flea flicker play, the design is to throw the ball downfield with the type of play, you run action, you flip it back to them, you hope those safeties bite, but they just didn't bite. Stan fell in love with the deep pass and threw it with three guys around him. You're right.
So 8:03 left in the ball game, and with the penalty, Florida State now with the ball just inside the Auburn 35-yard line. And it is incumbent upon this Auburn defense, if they want a chance at this one tonight, that they cannot allow anything on the scoreboard from the Seminoles on this drive. Comes down as Weldon really takes a shot inside the 30. Eric Ramsey and Darrell Crawford combined on the stop, but offensive holding has been called against Florida State. They'll bring it back.
Ron, the coaches on the Florida State sideline are absolutely livid about this holding call. You just have to imagine what they told their offense. Listen, don't lay the ball on the ground. No dumb penalties. Take care of it.
Holding, offense, repeats first down, 1st and 20.
So what do they get as a 10-yard loss on the first play when they're very, very close to field goal range? That's just something that, it plays right into Auburn hand.
Whoa. 13 penalties, 117 yards. You can bet that gentleman will talk to his guys pretty sternly about that on Monday. Maybe 3 yards. Walter Tate.
Let's go back to that interception again on the flea flicker. There you see it. They're going to hand off to this guy right here. He runs up, laterals it back to Stan White, and you got a guy coming across the field like this, and this guy coming deep right here, but nobody in the secondary bites on the play, and that's the problem. Snap it. Look at the secondary. He's backing up. It's a little too quick on the flip. Didn't give it a lot of time, and then he falls in love with the touchdown, and that'll happen. Boy, I tell you, you'd be so happy the play is called. It worked in practice, and all of a sudden, nothing.
Weldon behind Baker, had him at the 30-yard line. And it's going to be third down. And Florida State needs to achieve the 25-yard line. But probably more importantly, if you're Bobby Bowden on the far side, they need to pick up about 12 yards to put it within a decent field goal range.
We're sitting right next to the Florida State box, and they were livid about that penalty too. And you're right, that's the reason. 3 points almost puts the game out of reach. And now it looks like if they don't have a big play right here, they're not even going to be in field goal range.
Weldon, 16 of 26, 205 yards and 1 touchdown. They went with the Ruski. Left it on the ground, and the ball may have been recovered by Auburn. It is Auburn football. Walter Tate.
You gotta love the gambling nature of Bobby Bowden. They don't always work, but his kids love playing for him. Here it is, the Ruski. They're going to take the ball and lay it right underground here. All the action's going to be this way, and the guard's supposed to take it and run around here. They lay it on the ground, and the only guy that finds it is the guy from Auburn. Well, those plays aren't pretty when they don't work, are they?
Yeah, they're a masterpiece when they do work. Tennessee used it earlier this year. That's going to be procedure against Auburn, so they'll give up 5 yards, but they have the football, which to them right now is the most important thing.
Red ball, illegal snap, offense, first down.
I'd like to see Auburn go with the no huddle right now. I know there's 6:40 to go and there's plenty of time, but I want as many plays as I can get if I'm Pat Dye. They're stopping Florida State. I want to take as many plays as I can, get 2 chances to win the game, not just 1.
Now the officials calling a timeout because they're looking back up at the clock.
Did some time go off it on that false snap? Because that was a dead ball foul.
You talk about the gambling of Bobby Bowden there. Why would you run a Ruski when you were ahead at a third down situation like that?
Well, I think he just wants to win this game so bad, and he thinks about these situations when it would work. Evidently, he thought third and long. He had an opportunity to run it with the big pass rush and everything, and that puts the game away.
Well, that's true.
If you do it right there, you win it, and you create legends with those type of plays. You got to have the confidence of your own security, though, to run those type of plays, I think.
That's right.
The 25 clock, second clock is malfunctioning. It'll be kept on the field.
So the 25 seconds will have to be kept on the field. And this is unfortunate for both teams.
It's unfortunate for Stan White, especially if they do go 2 minutes. It's nice to have that 25-second clock to be looking around because there's so many other things you have to take care of. That's one of the things you just like to look up and see.
So the situation, we've had a stoppage in play here because of the clock and also because of the turnover. 6:41 remaining in the ball game. It's Florida State 17 and Auburn 10. Auburn scored first tonight, and they had momentum going in their direction until the Seminoles wrestled it away from them and came back with 17 unanswered points in the second quarter. Auburn has come back with a field goal here in the second half, and that is how we stand. White's pass, one overthrown. Terrell Buckley had the cover, but as much as anything, just looked like he threw that one away.
Well, that's why. You're right in the call. Buckley had him covered, had Taylor covered, and he just tossed it. Not a great night so far for Stan White. 9 for 23, 56 yards, and 3 to the guys in white.
Stacy Danley will come out. James Joseph will replace him. White has it complete to Herbert Casey. And that is enough for the Auburn first down in Florida State territory.
Well, White hung in there on this one. He waited and he waited. Look at those nice calm feet. He lets it go. A high again. But Casey goes up, lays out, and grabs it. Wow, what a big time catch by Casey.
Incomplete over the middle, Greg Taylor. But Carruthers was right there. Carruthers had reversed on him and had a face right in his face.
Florida State only brought 3 people that time, only rushed 3 on him and played the zone, and there was really no one to throw to. I'm a little concerned, though. Stan still throwing the ball high all night.
There's your score by quarters. The 17 unanswered by Florida State in the second quarter. The field goal by Auburn here in the third period. 17-10. Leon Fowler hit him out of bounds. And I'll tell you what, Bobby Bowden is not hollering at the officials. He is hollering at his football team.
There you see Fowler, look at that, completely out of the play, no need to do it, puts the helmet in there too.
Well, in the forearm more than anything, but the
helmet right to the back of the head right there. That's, you know, he probably, even if he doesn't, he hit him out of bounds anyway.
Mickey Andrews, the defensive coordinator, just reading him the riot act. It is first down Auburn. New line of scrimmage to Florida State 30.
Unbalanced line. I think this is tackle eligible or what?
White's pass is complete to Herbert Casey. Breaks off the tackle, but it was enough momentum by John White to have pushed him back downfield, and that'll wind up as a gain of only 3. Now under 6 minutes to play.
It's not time for Stan White and the offense to be thinking about it, but somebody in that Auburn staff is thinking about what's our 2-point play if we get it in the end zone.
Stacey Danley breaks it up the middle, and he's close. Joe Ostazuski put the stopper on him, but let's see where they mark it. It's just inside the 21.
Going to come in with the short yardage play right here. They got 2 cracks at it. Going to bring the big boys in.
Third down and just inches. Gray and Baxter, all 3 tight ends of the ball game. Richardson breaks off the tackle.
Same play to the right that Richardson scored on earlier to the left. Baxter gets the pin block right here, and he bounces outside. This guy just keeps running. He's just going to be a great back. And look at Danley come from behind the tailback to get it on the play.
And this time Richardson finds nothing.
What do? You go for 2. That's the play right now. If you can get it in the end zone, it's a non-conference game. Ron, I say you got to go for 2.
I agree with you.
I think you do.
Right now, as far as Auburn is concerned, you know, they want to put it in the end zone, but they don't care if it takes 4 downs to do it because the clock is now running at 4:03 and 4:02. They'd like to burn as much off there as they could.
If it was an SEC game, I could see tying it up, but this is for the national championship.
go for the tie with 3:47 left to play.
A little bit of motion, and look at those guys pushing them into the end zone. That's what you have to do down there. Just keep pushing, pushing, pushing. Ed King. And Danley just takes it, jumps, and dives into the end zone to tie it up.
Stacy Danley scores, and his head coach had this reaction.
Along the edge of San Francisco Bay, just off the Embarcadero, you'll discover the Fog City Diner. Elegant as a formal dining car, yet friendly as a Main Street cafe, where people reserve weeks in advance to taste the red curry mussel stew or the grilled chicken with roasted peppers. So leave your troubles behind, but bring your Visa card, because at Fog City, they take things easy, but they don't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
Your Eagle Summit's roomy, but you used to carry all that in your Toyota Tercel.
But now I also have room for my boots.
Your boots?
Yep. Here, boots.
When are you going to get a sporty new Eagle Summit?
Hey, there are other cars to consider. How about Toyota Tercel? How about Nissan Sentra?
How about $400 cash back?
How about tomorrow?
Okay, Harry, grab the bud, and I think we're out of here.
Right.
I want to drink your bud.
Hi, I'm Harry. So am I.
Well, there you are.
You are not going to believe this.
This Halloween, replenish your Bud supply. Pick up Budweiser, Bud Light, and Bud Dry.
What's your bud type?
Florida State 17, Auburn 17. You know, I have seen this script someplace before, about 2 weeks ago.
Well, we've been leading up to it when it got to be a 7-point game. I mean, I say go for 2, though. I mean, but Coach Dye, he's had a lot of success over the years. He's got his own ideas. He gets the ball back and they kick the field goal, they win. And if this game ends up tied 17-17, there's been a lot of people asking some questions why he didn't go for it.
Dickinson's kickoff is coming down to Shannon Baker. Baker across the 25. Let's take a look at the top 10, and this is what has happened already today. Virginia won over Wake Forest. Miami lost to Notre Dame. Tennessee lost to Alabama. Nebraska won. Auburn, Florida State. Jury is still out. Notre Dame defeated Miami. Illinois won over Michigan State. Houston over SMU. And Michigan lost to Iowa at home. We're going to see quite a change in the top 10 come Monday. Dossie complete at the 40-yard line.
Wow, that was a nice throw right there. Both bands are playing. The 85,000 people are just as loud as you can get. Weldon drops back and rips it right into Dossie coming across. Here's the replay. Look at it. Got the ball high, checks up, throws, follows through, catches one in the mouth after he lets it go, and puts a strike right on Dossie. But they just have not been able to find a way to stop Dossie. This guy's just so tough as a wide receiver. He's just tough. Actually, I like that it was short a little bit. If I'm Florida State, it takes a little bit more time off the clock. Obviously, you figure you're going to pick up the first down, but it just keeps that much less of a chance for Auburn to have time to come back and kick the field goal.
Clock running with 3:15 left in the ball game. inside the 45, and he's down to the 41-yard line.
Wow, what a throw. I'll tell you, you don't think Bobby Bowden has a gambler's attitude. Fumble Ruski on third down, 2nd and inches, and he comes back. Watch Weldon fit this one in. I mean, this is a rocket he throws. This guy's fairly well covered, and Roberts just gathered in. He knows he's going to get hit. What a play. What a call.
Dave working on his 2nd degree at Florida State. Academic All-American. And that guy right there, what do you say? I promise you, he will not play for a tie.
Well, he's got no choice right now.
No, I know it, but if the shoe were on the other foot.
I agree. He's got him deep.
Overthrown inside the 20. It's Edgar Bennett, and they had worked him out of the backfield.
Oh, a nice play right there. The tight end crossed, and the back coming out of the backfield, the fullback. That's a San Francisco 49er play that you see every week with Roger Craig going deep like that.
Clock is stopped. 2:29 in the ball game. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. It is 2nd down Florida State at the Auburn 42.
They got the matchup they wanted. The fullback on the middle linebacker and just a little higher. He had nobody down there. There's no free safety or anything. Just a free throw for Weldon.
Auburn comes with a blitz in the play. Dawson breaks off 1 tackle or gets away partially and takes it to the 35. Mike Pena on the tackle. Another youngster out of Merritt Island, Florida.
You know, Dawson, it seems like he gets the ball more than the tailback does in an offense. I mean, they find ways to get the ball to their best player. I like that. They work very hard at saying, you know, it's hard to lead as a wide receiver, but this guy leads as a wide receiver. 8 catches. He had 13 last week, and 8 again, 2 weeks ago against Miami. He had 13 catches for 160 yards.
3rd down. They need the 32. And he has his own recovery at the 36. He had the 1st down and had to retreat. Oh, my goodness.
Now what do? 4th down. Weldon escapes from 2 straitjacket holes. First of all, Rocker just, arm over beautifully. He's got him. And this is Tracy Rocker, an All-American. And look at him, go around him. Straight arm. And you're right, he has a 1st down run, and he strips the ball. From the 27, Eric Ramsey. Oh, nice job coming back to get it. Think it's good. Pat Dye. Oh, my God, I got him. Sack. No. Oh, my God, 1st down. Another sack. Oh, no. How can he make a 1st down?
Let's take a break. 70 seconds left. Tied at 17.
Your favorite team has come to town. Kenny Knox. Team Logos, Tallahassee's most complete sports outfitter. Now with an all-new lineup of fall fashions, featuring the widest selection of professional sportswear. Also collegiate attire, novelties, and accessories. All at unbeatable prices. Your favorite team has come to town. Team Logos in the Calern Public Shopping Center on Thomasville Road.
Subway, my way, Subway.
You can smell the bread baking in every Subway store. Just follow your nose.
Top-ranked boxing on ESPN. The place where fighters have stepped into the ring as unknown, made the right connection, and emerged as champions.
You gotta knock them off to win this, all right?
Olympian Michael Carbajal. Lightning quickness has made him an undefeated world champion. He battles Luis Manzote as Budweiser presents Top Rank Boxing. Thursday at the special time of 8 Eastern, live on ESPN.
Well, that's the story. 70 seconds left, tied at 17. Don't forget, at the conclusion of tonight's game, Gary and I will be selecting the Visa players of the game. One from each team. Well, 2 weeks ago, Tennessee and Auburn battled to a 26-26 tie. Auburn was down by 10 in this one. Not as badly as they were to Tennessee, but they have battled back to tie it at 17. Florida State, with a 4th down and 5, they have it at the 37-yard line. Sack, and here is the major point. He not only sacked him, he knocked him off balance, and because of that, Weldon lost 10 more yards.
From the left side of your screen, Ricky Sutton, number 92. He comes inside on a stump, and then he hits him, and Weldon loses his balance and loses about another 8 yards, and they're almost in field goal position already.
From the 42-yard line of Florida State. And Florida State has just called a timeout.
Doesn't hurt them. They don't need timeouts now. They didn't have enough guys on the field.
Last week, my girlfriend broke up with me. Then she traded in her Toyota Corolla for this Eagle Summit.
Well, did she give you a reason?
Said she needed her space.
So you got a $400 rebate.
Yep, I got it when I bought my new Eagle Summit.
Great. What do you plan to do with it?
Just drive it when I want to go somewhere.
Decades before women fought for their role in the workplace or their right to vote, Mutual of New York sold the nation's first life insurance policy to a woman. It's that kind of innovative thinking that's provided 146 years of uninterrupted dividends for the present and annuities and pensions for the future of a new generation of mothers, daughters, and sisters, and their fathers, sons, and brothers.
Mutual of New York. Money for life.
HBO's hit football series First and 10 presents It's Your Choice. In this episode, while Bubba's enjoying some quiet quality time, he's caught by Earlene, his wife. Will Earlene A, show some understanding, B, suggest counseling, or C, beat him with a bullwhip? It's your choice. It's irreverent. It's irresponsible. Only HBO would dare run a series like this. If you said C, you made the right choice. First and 10, only on HBO.
1:04 to play, tied at 17. Pat Dye crunches on ice, and Jim Von Weil is hoping that he can have some ice in his veins. He is 7 of 11 on the year. I would say that Auburn needs to pick up about 12 yards to put him within close to his comfort range, and that would still be a 47-yard attempt. Kirk Carruthers, the junior from East Lansing, comes up defensively. And Stan White goes immediately to call another timeout. The Auburn Tigers had all 3 left, so they still have 2. Two timeouts for Auburn. Here's the scoring summary. They broke on top first. Tony Richardson, a 6-yard run, 7-0. That was back in the first quarter. Then the Seminoles unleashed quite a barrage in the second quarter. Richie Andrews with the field goal, then Edgar Bennett with a 1-yard touchdown. They went on top, 10-7, and then Amp Lee, a screen pass from Weldon, 48 yards. But then Jim Von Weil cut it to a 7-point game with a 37-yarder in the third. And in the fourth quarter, the Auburn Tigers have come on to tie it. Stacy Danley with a 2-yard run. And let's go down to the sideline and get a report from Kevin Kyler.
Ron, Jim Von Weil is the kicker here at Auburn. He follows one of the great kickers ever in the Southeast Conference, Lynn Winlyle. He kicked the winning field goal to Louisiana Tech to Jim Von Weil, but he is not a proven commodity. Just a junior. It could be a tough kick for him if it comes down to it.
Well, his teammates can help him out quite a bit. That is, if they can pick up 10 to 15 more yards, they have 50 seconds to do it. Pressure, and the ball batted down at the line of scrimmage, and I believe Bill Reagan's. Yes, the strong safety was up at the line of scrimmage, and Bill jumped high in the air and knocked it down. Seconds used on the play. Down to 45 now. As Victor Hall, a junior from Anniston, Alabama, senior tight end, comes into the ball game, and Pedro Cherry will come out. So it would suggest that Auburn will keep it on the ground on this third down play. Maybe. It is a drop play, and Florida State is there to drop it for no gain. In fact, a loss of 5 as Troy Sanders on the bottom and Marvin Jones at the top, combining to the hit. And Gary, what a decision now. This would be like a 55-yarder.
55-yard. The wind's a little bit in their face. It's coming from the side, the right side of the kicker, and it's going to be hooks it a little bit. It would not help him. But I think they got to go for it here. I mean, I haven't called any of these rights yet, so I don't know why everybody's listening to me. Here you go, Marvin Jones again. I mean, this guy is, you talk about a big-time player. I mean, he accelerates through his hits. Everybody falls backwards when he hits it. It's like Mike Singletary when he hits somebody out there. But it's a fourth down play. You got to figure they're going to go for it.
Line of scrimmage is the Florida State 39-yard line. The line to make is the Seminole 31. 38 seconds left in the ball game. And Auburn with a fourth down situation.
Well, as hot as they were with fourth down plays against Tennessee a couple weeks ago, you got to say this one's in the bag for Stan White.
And for those who didn't see the ball game, what Gary's referring to is they not only scored 1 fourth down touchdown, they scored 2.
And actually on that one play when they scored the other one, they had scored the fourth down play before it and had a penalty. So they scored 3 straight times. This season, they're 4 for 9, and then in the fourth quarter, they're 4 for 6. Here we go.
White, Herbert, Casey.
Stands are just throw it in the ground now. Take a snap and throw it in the ground.
Which he tried to move it to the middle of the field, but he lost some yardage, which I'm sure that Pat Dye doesn't care about him doing, but now the situation is set. The clock is down under 10. And Pat Dye is saying, go ahead and call the timeout. And they do, with 6 ticks left on the clock. Both teams will come to their respective sidelines to talk. What a finish.
Stan White comes through again on fourth down. He hits Casey. I can do it when the pressure's on. That's the sign of a great one. Casey, beautiful throw. Right up high, he can catch it. And he was wide open there, too, Ron.
I'll tell you something. That young man almost likes to go over the middle. He and Dossie are 2 of a kind. They don't mind bodies coming at them in a hurry. You know, that's a heck of a number when you look at Auburn. 5 of 7 in the fourth quarter this year on fourth down situation. Tennessee, 2 fourth down touchdowns.
You know, and he's just done it. I mean, this kid, you know, a redshirt freshman being able to stand in this type of a situation and do this time after time again. Well, here we go. I'm just going to watch this, baby.
Jim Von Weil, 7 of 11, will let you watch, and the crowd is going to let you know if he is good or not. And he is kicking right into the faithful from Tallahassee. reason that Pat Dye didn't go for 2 points a while ago.
And Weil hits it. It hooks a little bit. But boy, like it had eyes. Right in the corner. Just inside. And keeps their national title hopes alive. Look at, he hits it. He's not sure. Yes, yes, yes. Van Weil's giving it all the work, but the holder gave it away. He was looking at the referee. And the coach.
Two seconds left in the ball game. Dickinson will kick it off for Auburn, and he will kick it on the ground. That has been recovered by Florida State, and that is the ball game.